Well, welcome back, everyone. You know, Ohio's Move Over law is designed to help everyone on the roadways, and here to help us understand that is Lieutenant Nick Boes. Welcome, Nick.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, so the Move Over law, explain to me what that actually is.
Okay, so basically what that is anytime you see somebody pulled over off the side of the road with their flashes on, emergency lights on, you need to either get over as far as you can. If that's not possible, and it's not always possible, you need to slow down and yield to these people. The goal at the end of the day is just to make sure the person that is either A, stopped, or B, their cars broke down, we want to make it as safe as possible for them. Not just law enforcement, but you got your EMS, you got construction workers, and then, like I said, you got the people that are in their disabled vehicles. So
right.
We want to make sure they get home safely at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's literally anybody that's on the side of the road, you know, whether they've been pulled over or their car's, you know, not working, or there's road crews ahead, you know, like, especially with, you see a lot in the summertime with the construction, right, on the side of the roads. You know, you see the orange cones. That's a big signal right there, a big sign to slow it down or move over.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, last year, we were having a problem with construction workers actually getting hit in their zones. And so we started working the construction zones a lot more because our goal, again, at the end of the day, is get them home safely to their families. And so people weren't slowing down enough, and that's what we had to do.
Yeah, you sent me an interesting statistic that said from 2020 to 2024, Ohio State Highway Patrol cruisers were involved in 55 crashes that were just move over related. What do you think causes that? Why are people not moving over?
Well, some people may not know the law. Some people might be from other countries, but I think a lot of it has to do with distracted driving. Distracted driving or alcohol or drug impaired driving. I think alcohol or drug impaired driving played a factor of like 20-something, about 25, 27% of those crashes.
Yeah. And
so, again, when you got impaired drivers involved in it, you got distracted drivers involved in it, or you have people that just don't understand the law. When people drive in different countries, it's a little bit different than the United States. So our laws are a little bit more strict, but again, safety is our goal.
Yeah. Thinking about the winter weather, which is what we have right now, you know, you got more snow on the road, you got more ice on the road. You know, if somebody pulls over or slides off the road or something like that, you know, that's definitely something to take into consideration, especially the move over law, right? Because, you know, you could slide.
Absolutely. So you drive what the weather conditions allow. And so if you see there's people that are slid off the road, you see that there's some like hazardous either ice or snow, or the road's even wet, it's a good idea to slow it down and take your time. I would also recommend, like, we're past the midway point of the winter months.
We hope.
I hope so. But people just need to take their time a little bit more. And we look at the weather the day before. Generally, we know if a bad storm is coming. And so just, if you know a bad one's coming, give yourself a little bit more time the next day to get to work or something.
Yeah, exactly. So the move over law, just to clarify, is there like a certain spacage that you need to give another vehicle or a worker, or is that just kind of like play it by ear, kind of like just use common sense?
It does. Common sense is a factor in it, and saying that you got to go what the road allows you. Like, again, sometimes you have plenty of room to move over. If you're on like a 2-lane highway, let's say like a state route, then you might not be able to get over very far. But what you can do is you can slow it down significantly and use due regard when passing people that are broke down or that are stopped alongside the road.
Yeah, so if there are any new drivers out there, which there are quite a few, you know, they just turned 16, they got maybe their permit or their license, and, you know, if a car is coming towards you, but there's a car that's maybe like pulled over to the side, you tell them just to kind of like stop, right? Maybe put on your hazards and let the people behind you know?
I would say definitely you slow down at a minimum, and if there's room to pass safely and slowly, while using caution, you can, but it doesn't give you right to also get into the oncoming traffic's lane either. Yeah. And because I see a lot of that actually as well. Like, people think that if they see me stopping a car, they think they can get over into the other lane, and the oncoming car has to slow down or swerve to miss them.
Yeah.
So again, just slow it down, use caution when passing, and use what's available to you. If there's plenty of room to move over, then move over. But if there's not,
just wait.
If you have to stop, you have to stop and wait a minute.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, well, don't go away because we have more when we return.